Today we're looking at MininoMan, a Diamond 5 Ana. They requested this review on the Overwatch University subreddit, where they wrote, I've been trying to improve positioning, use the nades offensively. I also try to use off angles to make the enemy team divide their attention. I managed to climb to Diamond 5, having great matches where I managed to decide some fights. My first match at Diamond was a nice win where I felt I contributed to the win, but after that came 4 losses in a row, separate playing sessions, in which I felt like I played really badly. Worse than before hitting Diamond, and I'd like some tips to improve. So they shared a few game codes. I'm choosing the Numbani game to look at. Their notes for that game were, felt like I overextended in some fights. I tried to position myself in high ground to hit nades onto the enemies better. In attack, I didn't know what to do in attacking the point. After we were pushing cart, I did several misplays. So it sounds like you just hit Diamond for the first time. Now you're struggling. That could be a few different things. For one, as you climb up in rank, the pace of games get faster. So you might just be having a little bit of trouble keeping up with that. That'll just take time, getting more games in. Another thing it could be is just a mental thing where, you have more anxiety or like imposter syndrome where you feel like you don't deserve your rank. I just try to relax, if that's the case. If you manage to climb this far, you deserve it. So, just focus on having fun and continuing to improve. But anyway, I'll get into this game and we'll see what we can do to help you out. First thing we always want to do is take a look at our team comp. So we got Doomfist, Soldier Cassidy, Ana Lifeweaver. Yeah, pretty solid comp. I think both supports work pretty well with Doom. You can both heal him from a distance. Lifeweaver can pull him if he goes too far. So I'd really like to see you all position in a way where you can capitalize on Doom's engages. Ideally, if you take a high ground spot with your hit scan DPS, that could be really good. It looks like you're doing exactly that to start, so I like this. Let's see how it goes. High sensitivity, but it's okay. Nice kill. Good sleep. You take a little bit of pressure, you back up. This is very well played so far. Yep, nice nade on the Doom. Yeah, we're off to a great start. Yeah, your Doom's pushing a little far, though. Be careful about this rotation. Yeah, you got really low, and you used both your cooldowns. Yeah, for one, look at where your Doom is. He's going way too far. There is no reason you should be pushing this deep on defense. Maybe if you have your ult to disengage, but even so, when you're playing tank, you really got to think about just finding the right space to hold and just denying the enemy team from it. What that means for us as Ana is we just got to recognize when our Doom is pushing too far. We could support him from a safe position, this corner right here. But if he's pushing way too far like this and he dies, that's his fault, not ours. So, yeah, don't put yourself in a dangerous position just to support him. Heal up our soldiers. Yeah, we kind of missed the shots there. I do see your sensitivity is a little bit high. Sensitivity is personal preference. But if you do feel like you're struggling with aim, I do think lowering your sense could help you. Just something to think about. And I would have waited on the nade there. Waited until Doom committed a little bit more. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna lose this fight.
Let's stick together.
I won't give in.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Yeah, this is good. Rotate up with your soldier. I would have. So yeah, Doom is he's stationary when he's charging up his punch. I would have thought about throwing the sleep there instead of the nade. It's a little tough, but you do get the kill. I would rotate back up to where you were before. Doom's in a little bit of trouble, but he gets pulled.
I get tired of fighting alone.
We do have Nano, though, which is good. So what can we use Nano on? Like we could think about, you know, using it on Soldier. We could combo Nano Visor. If Doom goes really deep again, we can use it on him to keep him alive. Things we could think about. I don't think we needed to be quite scared to drop off that high ground, especially when we had Doom in front of us to tank for us. You know, this could be a little bit of a tough position, but I'd like to see you, you know, rotate back behind your team. Like, this is not, yeah, this is very dangerous, and yeah. So, you know, we dropped off the high ground. It happens. Then we throw our nade here. Now we're going for, like, this off angle here without our cooldowns, and Sombra intercepts us. So, yeah, you know, it's okay to, you know, take this angle if you want to, like, go for a quick nade and then hop back. But ideally, especially like right here where you don't have your cooldowns, I would have thought about rotating like where your Lifeweaver is and playing behind your team instead. It's just very risky rotation you made. And you obviously paid for it.
Incoming. I'm not. My ultimate is ready.
Ready for deployment.
Your team pops off though, which is good. Yeah, I like this. Take this high ground. Yeah, we could kind of just rotate around this area right there. This isn't bad. We still have this Nano though, so we can think about like nanoing Doom or something as soon as the team pushes on him.
Step right up.
Yeah, I would have used Nano there personally, maybe just a little bit sooner. But at the same time, you know, they just dumped 3 ults into that fight, so
You'll have to
it could be good at to just you know, get Nano out early next fight, and that can help us secure the win. I would Nano Doom. Okay. Now you guys can push up on it. You got to be careful of the Captain Sun, though. The Lifeweaver helps you. Now I would think about rotating. Yeah, nice. You Nano, and then your team pushes and capitalizes on it. So now, yeah, think about rotating up to high ground. Yeah, your Doom should not be that far. Like, what's he doing? Yeah, like, nothing you could do about that.
I see you.
That right there is why a lot of people hate playing with the Doomfist. Why Doomfist players get a bad reputation. Yeah, I'd try to get rid of the jumping. Maybe it's like a nervous habit, but it does, it can mess up your aim, and I do think that kind of contributed to why you had a lot of trouble. You had trouble hitting that sleep.
That's better.
You can be at the ground, okay? Just be a little bit careful. This is exposed. You can, you know, crouch if need be. Like right here, you're very low. Lifeweaver helps you though. Make sure you're safe, and then yeah, good job pressuring the Sombra. Okay, so now we lost Doom and we lost Soldier, so we should think about just bagging up here. We don't want to keep hanging out. Yeah, you know, I think we could have backed up a little bit sooner there, but at the same time, it's good that we died quick so we can regroup.
My tactical visor is charging.
I won't give in. I won't let you fall.
Everyone heal up.
I see you.
Yeah, so I don't think, let's back that up a little bit. For one, I don't think going out this door on Numbani third defense is good, just because it's more restrictive positioning. I think, yeah, you should always just go out this left side door, just because, you know, you could get deeper vision of, you know, where the enemy team's going to be. It's a little safer too. But what I wanted to talk about was, so your Moira's just coming back. Your Doom's low. You LOS him as he's still crit to make this rotation. So I would have, at the very least, like, if you want to come out here, like, very quickly to throw, like, a nade as they push, that's not a bad thing, but you don't want to LOS your tank when he's low HP like that. I would have just thought about healing him up first. Then, you know, if you want to make this rotation to throw the nade, you know, just poke out really, really nice and tight to the wall, get the nade in, and then maybe rotate back, or at least just poke right here. Like, you're even if you're going to make this rotation to get a nade, like, you're pushing out way too much. That's another thing.
Don't fret. I see you. You're powered up. Get in there.
Yeah, so that kind of hurt us, you know, making that rotation, that period of inactivity while they were pushing up and our team needed healing, and now they're coming in and capitalizing.
I go out on my terms.
Yeah, now we shouldn't be on point. For one, same thing, I would have gone out the other door, but yeah, if you got to Diamond, I'm pretty sure you already know that, like, just spam jumping on point in the middle of the fight is not how you play Ana. I don't know, maybe you have just a little bit of anxiety like we were talking about at the beginning. Yeah, you just wanna keep calm and really think about what you're doing.
I still have some fight.
Yeah, nice try.
Score 0.
You kind of messed up the Lucio rollout, but I don't think I would have done any better.
I still have much to
Ready.
There's always a way to make something from nothing, brother.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack.
So pretty much same comp. We got Genji Hanzo now.
Objective A.
Okay, you guys are going coast. This is interesting. But where's your DPS? Yeah, they're okay. Yeah, so your DPS are going in a separate area. Generally, when the teams split up like that, this can be good. But for one, you want to time your engages at the same time, and two, I generally think, like, one of the supports going with each group is just more ideal, just so you know, you could keep them both up. Like, if one of your DPS, like, gets in danger here, nobody's gonna be in LOS to help them. Yeah. So your Doom dies. That's just, once again, and this is a macro thing for, like, a team thing, but you guys really got to think about, like, just timing your engages at the same time when you take angles like that. I think actually the problem is your Doom didn't really engage at all. He kind of just poked from a distance, but can't really control what our team does.
I am on the objective. Report here now.
Yeah, like, your Doom kind of just, you know, he pushed up by himself. Like, where's your DPS? Your DPS are still coming back from spawn. Yeah, or at least your Cass is. Yeah, it's tough. You can't just play out in the open like that, especially as Doom. You gotta really try to just focus and isolate a target. Like, He hopped on point. You gotta win the fight first, then cap point. But I think Orisa is a smart switch here, so we'll see how this goes.
Stand up straight.
Be careful. Don't spam jump as you make this rotation. I think you meant to get that nade deep, but it happens.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Okay, I don't hate this. Yeah, I wouldn't push out here. The Yari's ulting. Okay, let's back up and talk about that. So you nano Orisa. I think this is a good play to help you guys make space. And you know, she's able to push up, back up the Doom. You guys trade, so you're even. But you know, you're pushing up to to throw a nade. I don't think that's necessarily bad, especially since you get Doom in danger. But I would have just, you know, hung around this door here. Because what happens is you rotate out in the open. It's very dangerous, and you're exposed, especially like, you know, a Torb turret there. A Torb and Yari who can focus you down. But yeah, what happens is because you're out in the open, Yari ults and you got nowhere to go to hide from that. You always want to think about just cover you could quickly duck behind if you get pressured. I don't think your Orisa should be dropping down either. But like, she's playing a little bit too fast in general, but yeah, it's tough. Definitely though, if we hadn't rotated out in the open here, we probably could have avoided this death.
I won't give in. I've got you.
Take this. Okay, yeah, your life weaver died. You want to back out. Good sleep. Yeah, your Orisa just needs to get out or die. You gotta, yeah, at this point, you just gotta die quick. So you can regroup for the next fight. Yeah, I wouldn't have even grabbed the health pack. I would have just, like, stood still. You know, maybe you shoot the Doom to farm alt charge, but other than that, just stay still, emote. Just let him kill you quick so you can regroup quick for the next fight. Yeah. Like, because we took a little bit longer to die, it's gonna be longer before we can, before we come back.
Harder than that.
Just recognize when the fight's lost and, like, recognize when your tag dies and stuff, and if you get caught like that, try to die as quickly as possible. Yeah. A little tough, you know, you get focused down with Sombra and Doom, but looks like your team pops off. Sometimes, you know, that's what happens. You get focused by multiple enemies as Ana. They dump their cooldowns into you, and your team utilizes that as an advantage to, you know, to win the fight. Not uncommon as an Ana main.
Escort the payload.
Yeah, it's okay. You can get some quick damage out here. You just want to be careful.
Taking care of you.
You can think about getting like a deep vision for a nade there. This is a little risky though. Not terrible if you play with your cast, but yeah, you pushed up like in front of your cast there, so
Stand up.
let's just back up and talk about that. Honestly, you know, you guys are, the cart's still over here. You guys are still taking the space. You could have maybe thought about just staying right here, you know, using this lane to like get a nade in and then moving back with your team. You know, things you could have thought about, but if you're going to make this rotation, you know, you see your cast decides to, I think, you know, you decided to make the rotation by yourself, which, you know, isn't smart, and your cast decided to follow you. But when you recognize your cast is moving with you, I would have just stopped, you know, healed him up, and let him take the lead. Because, like, if this Torb came over here and intercepted you, you guys could have just focused him and then gone up to this high ground together and then focused the Ana together. But what happens instead, I keep going to your tank, but what happens, as you said, is, you know, you heal him once, you push up a little bit too far, and then they just, Ana and Torb just kind of sandwich you. So because, you know, you pushed up a little bit too much, you didn't wait for your casts, you know, you took a 2v2 that you lost instead of, you know, you could have just won 2 separate 2v1s instead. Just something to think about. Especially, like, you're the support. You know, you got a DPS that's rotating with you. Let them take the lead.
My ultimate is almost ready.
We have Nano now, though. Yeah, don't spam jump out in the open. Play behind cover as soon as you hear that Iariel. But we're even. We can Nano Orisa here when she pushes up. Or we can Nano cast too. Like, yeah, definitely want to be using our Nano here. Actually, no. It looks like we win the fight without it.
My ultimate is ready.
Mostly because I think the enemy team pushed up a little bit too far. But yeah, we could try to use Nano early this fight. Yeah, nice try. Right idea going for the Ana. Okay. Yeah, rotate, make sure your cast doesn't die, but Lifeweaver's got him.
Don't fret. I see you.
Where are we going? Okay.
30 seconds.
Yeah, that's okay. Take the side ground. Just got to be careful, especially like if people come up from this door right here. You know, you are a little exposed. I would just, at least for the time being, just think about like just playing behind some cover, like right here. Or if you're gonna push up like this way, you know, you could think about playing here, but it's a little bit more restrictive. You don't got as deep vision. But yeah, you just don't want to get caught out in the open just in case.
Meet your fate. Meet your strike. Life protects life.
Nice time sleep. We do cap.
Keep fighting. Nano boost is ready to deploy.
Yeah, we still have Nano. I want to see you use this this next fight. Yeah, not bad, but we gotta pay attention to what our team does. Like, you could just Nano Orisa here, honestly. Yeah, she's low. I would just Nano. Yeah, you got a Nano. Yeah, so we've had this Nano for a while. Like, honestly, I do feel like we could have, you know, popped it and built another one in this time frame. Especially, like, you see your Orisa pushing like that. She's crit. Absolutely, you want to Nano her to just keep her in the fight.
60 seconds.
On my terms. My ultimate is
Put a
ready.
watch to it. A few minutes to that payload.
Be careful here. Yeah, back up. You could try to sleep him, but this is just risky pushing up like this in general. Especially, like, once you realize the Doob is here, back up. Get away from him. Let him come to you, and then you can sleep him or whatnot if he pushes into you.
Cut the payload.
30 seconds.
Yeah, because we hung out there too long, we ended up getting burst down.
One of these days I'll end up in Fiji.
10 seconds.
Time is of the
remaining.
essence. Make it.
It doesn't look like we're even going to be able to touch. And yeah, that's the game. So we never use that Nano. I actually want to look back and see when you built it.
Nano boost is ready to deploy.
So we still have it here.
Turret destroyed.
Covering you.
Yeah, we're 98, so yeah, we build it right around here. So that's 3 minutes basically that you held on to that Nano and didn't use it. Like 100%, we could have built 1, maybe even 2 Nanos in that time. You never want to hold on to your ults. Like I'll give a story. I haven't talked about my experience much on the channel, but years ago I was involved in the amateur esports scene. I was on a team and our coach felt like just in general, our team wasn't using our ults enough. So for one scrim, she told us to just use our ults as soon as we get them in the fight, of course. Don't use it between fights, but yeah, so for an entire 2-hour scrim, we did that and it worked really well for us. Like, did we waste some ults? Sure, but not as many as you'd think. So, I mean, the point I'm trying to make is that it's much better to just use your ults early and often than to just hold on to it. Like think of Nano instead of as an ultimate, think of it as a long cooldown. And if you do mess up the Nano, that's okay. Just make a mental note of it for the future. Other than that, I really feel like we struggled with, rotating out in the open a little bit too much, especially like that first point with the captive sun on attack really hurt us. A couple of the off angles, you rotated at the wrong time, like when you didn't have your cooldowns or like, when your team needed your healing. Just try to think about when you time those engages, the things we discussed. But that's all I have for now. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. If anyone would like to request a VOD review, check the link in the description, and best of luck with your climb.